Grand Rising. Welcome to Healing Hype Man. This is going to be a little intro video to your September reading. Three things I'm going to focus on is the Pisces full moon that takes place on the 20th, Mercury retrograde, which is on the 26th of September, and then I'm also going to do messages from the universe, messages from spirit. I kind of want to go over the Pisces full moon first, and then the Mercury retrograde, and then we'll kind of get into your cards. If you don't care for what I have to say, then you can certainly skip ahead to the card portion of it as well. If you're watching this on Instagram, you're only going to see up to 15 minutes. So link is in my bio so that you can see the full video on YouTube. And yeah, let's get right into it. I kind of just want to get straight to the point. I don't want to be as chatty because I don't want it to be as long, but I want to give you as much information as I can and as many messages as possible. Take what resonates and let the rest flow. Let's begin. So full moon in Pisces, right? So Pisces being a water element, so we're definitely going to have a big emphasis on our feelings here. It's a mutable sign, so it's all about adapting. And Pisces is a 12th house, so it's a lot about mystical energy, magical energy in some senses, right? Things that are unseen, things happening in the unknown, and that's a massive trust that you have, realizing that there's a lot of things going on in the realm of the unknown that you're not aware of. Really diving into your gifts and being your intuition, connecting with your guides and angels, and just kind of connecting to source in general. Heavy with the dream aspect, lots of dreams coming to life. If you have a dream journal, I highly suggest you start one if you don't have one, and kind of tapping into that understanding what your subconscious and your dreams are trying to tell you. The 12th house is connected to our dreams and our subconscious. Like I just said, it's connecting to things that are not necessarily spoken all the time, but they are there in the unknown, right? Things you should focus on. Looking at the lessons learned from Aries season, from the Aries full moon through now. So it's Pisces, which is the last sign in the zodiac. So it's really taking a look at everything that has gone on since the first full moon. And the moon's going like 6-month cycles, so it's been a while. The endings of things, the closure that you're probably going to gain. It's the bridge into balancing spirituality and practicality, right? Think of it as the bridge that is balancing your spiritual self into your everyday, day-to-day life, right? Because we are in Virgo season, which is your day-to-day, how you analyze your day-to-day activity, right? And they're opposites from each other on the natal chart. So balancing spirituality with our practical life, Virgo energy, practical day-to-day, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, our normal routines, right? Emphasis on tapping into your gifts so that you can balance practicality and spirituality, full moon in Pisces. I always wondered where I got that, because I say it a lot, and I got it from this Moonology deck. Balance spirituality and practicality. Other transits to focus on that are taking place here with Mars in Libra, right? Libra being balance, Mars being anger, right? There might be difficult triggers that might come up. Mars is force. Libra, it's all about balance. So focus, pay attention to that as well. Other Moon is conjuncting Neptune. Neptune lives in Pisces as well. So this is like a double dose of Pisces energy. So really heavy on our dreams and our inner needs and our emotions. A lot of emotions are going to be coming through. A lot of sensing of our emotions are going to be coming through. Right? A lot of nerves. I'm actually a little nervous right now, to put it in that sense, to do this, right, to this reading. So it's just nerves and doubting ourselves, right? Sensitivity is going to be very high during this time. We can easily be manipulated by others unconsciously, right? They don't even realize that they're doing it, but they're doing it in to gain some sense of control over you without even realizing it unconsciously. So be cautious of that, right? Tap into your intuition to avoid things like that. Don't buy into fake illusions. Right? This is the opportunity for you to realize what's real and what's fake, what's reality and what's fantasy, the moon card. Right? Confusion in your emotions, but this is a time to utilize your intuition in order to gain perspective on what's actually going on. Now let's talk about Mercury retrograde. Mercury is partnerships. Mercury is the mind as well. The mind, how we speak, how we communicate, and it's in Mercury retrograde is taking place in Libra. Okay, that is why I definitely put partnerships and relationships. So this Mercury retrograde is going to focus on your relationships and partnerships. Libra is balance, union, right? Balancing the scales. Now, retrograde, things from the past, right? So things from the past might come up. That's why I spoke a lot about closure. There might be huge emphasis on things, looking for closure and gaining closure, or coming to the forefront from years ago that you didn't even realize you needed closure. You don't need the closure, right? You might have already done the work, but it's going to come in some form of way. A big desire to please people, tuning into other people and their views, right? That's like the confused, like double-sided Pisces energy, like you need other people's opinions. That's also the Libra energy, like indecisive, undecisive, passive-aggressive energy. That's the Libra aspect. And Mercury being in that sense, you're going to look for other people's views and values before your own, right? Make sure to look at your personal views first. And then, oh my gosh, we also have Mars in Libra, right? There's a big sense of anger, out of balance, right? Be harmonious when it comes to things. So a lot of things in Libra. Mars being in Libra with Mercury retrograde, there's going to be a little bit of an anger aspect there. So pay attention to that. Things from the past that we put aside will come up, right? That's things that you probably don't even want to address, but now is the time to address them. And the ultimate focal point here is, are you being clear? Are you sacrificing the right things for your partnerships? Look at your values, your belief systems. Are you sacrificing the right things, or are you just trying to people please? You'll kind of know how that works best for you. For each person, it might be different. And then lastly, I'm going to pull a messages from Spirit from the spellcasting deck, and I'll kind of go deep into what the book has to say for that message. Be sure to check your sun, moon, and rising signs. I would do that since there's a lot of messages that can come through, and I'm pulling cards on each topic, so it might be different for each sign. So I would suggest looking at your sun, moon, rising, and then we can take it from there. And let's get into the cards, right? Aries, messages for you. Let's talk about what the full moon has in store for you. Again, take a look at your sun, moon, rising sign, as the message might be there for you. Take what resonates, let the rest flow. Full moon in Pisces, we have communication is key. Seeing the magic in your communication, maybe how you speak to folks. 6 of Wands, 3 of Cups. There's success here in how you communicate, and there's something here that's pretty crystal clear about you. Ace of Swords, and it's moving forward. I think that this Pisces full moon is going to give you confidence, coming from a very tragic position, or something that might have came down the tower, but you're kind of speaking with confidence. You're kind of speaking with like-minded people, and actually moving forward with things that you say. There can be, your intuition can be spot on, which is giving you that confidence that you're looking for when it comes to this full moon in Pisces. And it's pretty clear here. I think you're going to be more on a celebratory side than more of a aggressive side, because there's also the Libra and Mars aspect. But I'm getting here that it's just your communication is going to flow nicely. Like your intuition might be spot on as well, Aries, and you kind of are speaking your truth. You're speaking your truth, and you're kind of running with it, and it's actually working in your favor. I don't see anything that's like negative or different here in any aspect. It's more of the way you speak is going to be clear and concise, and people will actually get what you're trying to say. And whether you're trying to balance your spirituality, that could be the case. You're trying to balance your spirituality and your practicality at the same time, and it's coming across in a very victorious way. Definitely a nice touch there with the Pisces full moon. So that's definitely the energy I get for you from that. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this is coming from somewhere where you have life has changed. Life has changed, and you kind of see things differently now, and you're able to express yourself in that way. You're able to express yourself and say what you want to say, and it very well can be in a very mystical, magical way, right? This is with definitely balancing spirituality and practicality and being able to speak to it, if that makes sense. Let's go into Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is happening in the sign of Libra. Again, more balance, right? We're trying to balance things in here. Again, now the message I have, the lesson that we need to learn, typically Mercury retrograde is about lessons and things from the past. I have doubt. Now, I release the need to know all the answers. Interesting enough, you have King of Pentacles and Queen of Swords. This shows me that you are so grounded that you know the truth, but there's no need to actually go and seek the answers. Internally, you have done that work. But now, be caution when it comes to things that might come up, right? And I kind of resonate with this, and I don't even know if I have Aries in my chart, but I'm secure, I'm grounded. I've done a lot of work on myself. I know a lot of answers to a lot of things that no one has told me. I just kind of know. And things have ended in my life, and I've accepted that because I'm still grounded. 10 of Swords. I'm still grounded, but I know things, right? She has secrets here. I know the secrets to things, but I don't let the doubt. I don't let myself live in a space of doubt. Because I have new passions, new creative ideas, new passions in life. Ace of Wands, where the need to know everything is not mandatory, because the need to know when you're such in a grounded space, it's like I don't even care anymore, right? So things from the past might come up from things that you've already probably ended in your life. You've closed those chapters, you have done the work in that sense, but they might very well just come up for you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. Oh wow, the Sun, the Tower, and the Fool. Wow, with Judgment. I just have to keep showing you these, and I'm going to keep going because then we have the Moon, right? There is, that's subconsciously why it's all happening here. Happiness from a time or a place that brought you so much crumble, and then you went on the new beginnings, which is why your foundation is so solid. And I know aha moments might have come in from times of confusion, the Moon card. But during this Mercury retrograde, things might come back up that you thought you already put to rest. If anything, it's only going to spark new things in your life. It's only going to spark new ventures in your life. It's only going to enhance what you already have put into plan, what you already know the answers to. But we're not living in a space of doubt where I need to know. That can really haunt you. That can really set you back if you allow that to kind of take over all the work that you've put in, right? You're already communicating nicely with this full moon energy. And now let's not live in a place of doubt and like, what if? No, I already know the answers. It doesn't matter what the answer is. I already know the answer because I'm good at the end of the day. If that makes sense for you. Messages from Spirit. Spellcaster's deck, we have Grieving. Very well could have been in the form of a relationship, right? You might still be grieving from a relationship, or you're just doing the inner work. Hermit card, Virgo energy. King of Swords, you logically have thought this out. It's pretty clear for you that you have the Wheel of Fortune. Your new chapters are here. There might be still that little sense of grieving, right? That might be something that comes up during this full moon, Mercury retrograde, Mars and Libra aspect. You are solid here. You are very much solid, but it's more of the sense that things might just come back up, and it might question you, but I need you to understand that you are speaking to what you know. You are speaking the way that you need to be speaking. You do not live in a space of doubt, or don't live in a space of doubt, because it doesn't matter what the answer is. You still did all this work for your foundation to get to where it's at. And again, you've done the hard work, and it's clear in your mind. You logically thought it out. Yes, it's always going to linger there, but there's also new opportunities with new partners coming in as well. New chapters are coming in. So if you're going to focus on this grieving, you're gonna miss this new opportunity with these new people that are trying to come your way. Right? And you might be security from the past, Four of Pentacles from the past might be something that's a lot of weight for you. But at the same time, you might have lost the security. You might be cautious about your security, which is why you grieved for so long, and it held a lot of weight in your life at some point in time. But look where we're at now. Again, another solid foundation card, Ten of Pentacles. Solid foundation. Grieving, okay, but don't allow that to hinder the work that you've already done. Let's go ahead and pull a fallback card here. Endings always come with new beginnings. That was beautiful. I'm just going to keep it right there. I hope this message resonates with you, Aries. I'll see you guys next time.